everybody, and welcome to another episode of Curse of the Torment. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Straw, but oof, excited.
Ready.
So, last session, we start off being very angry, all of us. Especially Leo and Sol, very angry babies. So we all expressed, well, not all of us, but Leo and Sol expressed their distaste and hatred towards Richten, but what needs to be done still needs to be done. So we kind of discuss our options and the next plan. We suggest using a scapegoat instead of giving up Richten, or instead of giving up Valaki, or instead of fighting the undead horde, which might end up in a may end horribly. We also try to figure out a way to use the information and connection we have with the Blue Water Inn, and especially to Blue. It may be hard, but in the end, we still have Styrax, who have a more or less reasonable relationship with Blue. We also kind of discuss which information to tell Richten, which to not. Even though the party haven't kind of like agreed entirely on it, but we did came to somewhat of an agreement. Then we went to the inn, met Owen outside, who was boarding the window using the same board that he took out. We met Danica. After kind of being honest and revealing our cards to her, at first she was reluctant and a bit defensive, saying that what have we done to earn their trust? So we can assume that maybe she's not a one-man army. Maybe there's like an entire group of, I don't know, badass tavern owner or something.
Or ravens.
Or ravens, either way, or both. But we kind of, even though we put Blue in danger, we still have done some good stuff for them. And we decided to trade some information with them. Information about Lydia, about Victor, and about our plan. Danica told us that Father Lucian is actually the older brother of Lydia, with them having the same family name, kinda. With Lydia is Petrovna and Lucian is Petronovich, I think.
The other way around. There's always H for men and A for women. So.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Lydia is Petrovna.
Oh yeah,
that's what I said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Petrovna.
We discussed for a bit, and Danica constantly remind us that she will not put herself and her friends in danger, and to which we replied that we are not asking them to do so. We after trading some infos, also information about the floating stones that Styrax now was able to translate the text in Primordial, wrote them down and give them to one of them to Danica as well. So we decided to go to the stockyard to meet up with Father Lucian. However, since the party was still having a bit of a distaste towards Richten, Daphne decided to stay behind to catch up and to kind of like keep an eye on Richten while the party went there. Daphne and Richten kind of trade words about, well, doing what needs to be done. With Richten is a bit extreme when Daphne still have a more controlled method, I guess. And with Daphne kind of assure or well remind him that she will not be hesitate to turn on him if he turn on the party. During that, Leo, Sarah, and Sol went to the stockyard, met with Father Lucian. Well, tell him what needs to be told. That he with him sacrificing his life, which is more or less unsavable at this point, because the Countess want him dead. So, if he kind of like use it to a good cause, in a way, that maybe the party can and his sacrifice can save more Valakians' life. He agreed in a rather sad way to the party, I guess, because he was so willingly when he agreed to it. So once he kind of said his goodbye, kind of do some, final words with his acolyte, that was where we left off.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's get back into it. Let's go for this one. Very good. And let's go back to the streets of Valaki, shall we? There are many emotions currently in play. Relief that perhaps you have a way to save the poor souls of Valaki. Worry that the Countess will not accept your sacrifice for her wrath. Deep admiration, but also sadness when realizing what a noble soul Father Lucian truly is, sacrificing himself for the good of those around him. But there's also a deeply unsettling feeling in your stomachs. While this might be a smart move with everything considered, you are still condemning a person for your tactical advantage. You have a hand in this sacrifice. And it is just not any person. It's a pillar of this community, a healer, a confidant, a good man. With all these confusing emotions swirling inside, Stark's Leo's soul. What is your answer to Lucian's question of what happens now?
Well, we need to get a story straight, I suppose. Maybe get to somewhere where we where it's just us. Maybe where you hit the boat. That usually was pretty empty, that space.
Whatever you might need. I mean, shouldn't this happen quickly? I mean, if we have a way to end this, I'm scared. If my fall is just, 2-3 hours away?
Yeah. Well, it's just important that, you know, we get across that it was you. I think...
Okay. Do you want me to go around and talk about how much I hate the Vistani? Or something?
Yeah, or the counters. It seems like the counters didn't like you, or needed you dead. So maybe it's just good to give her affirmation for what she, thought was scary. I'm sure she had her hand in whatever happened to the bone. So maybe you were scheming against her all this time. Get up with Lydia on how to dethrone her or damage her, because she's the devil and she doesn't deserve to rule. Barovia should be the Morning Lord.
I can write some kind of manifesto, perhaps?
That could be not a bad idea, I suppose.
Whatever you need.
And maybe you were planning on something, a little bit less dangerous for Velaki, but somehow you got very close before the festival wind of what's going on, that some coup is gonna happen, and you were scared that you wouldn't have the resources after that to deliver like a hefty blow. So you decided to go with the plan that you've made up in that moment. Or like, plan that you've planned for a while, and you decided to enact it quickly and a little bit sloppy. Which, because you lost the goal out of your sight, you just wanted her to,
Right, if I wanted to start a war with the Vistani and remove them, like exterminate them, then having Lady Wachter in power is not really gonna help.
Yeah. And I think just to remove the Valakian of most of the responses, I think it's good to go with that you used mind-controlled people that Lydia had prepared in advance. That, you had this plan together. And they were already controlled, so it wasn't Velaki, it was they mind-controlled, And you sent those people to trick the Vistani.
I will write whatever you want me to write, or say whatever you want me to say, but please, if it's not too much to ask, if the orphans, and Jessica in particular, asks if this is true, can you... I understand that you cannot say the truth, but can you hint that there's something more going on than what it seems?
I think it's not unlikely that your mind has been tampered with as well. Or had been tampered with. To got you to do something that you wouldn't normally do.
Oh, Morning Lord Jessica, I need to go back to the church. Pick him up. I need half an hour to say goodbye. I will not make it apparent to him. I will just drop him off at the orphanage and say that I need to go and do some priest stuff. In the meantime, I will meet you back at the tavern. I guess that's where you're staying, and you can make a plan for whatever I need to write. And
okay.
I will do that. Sounds good.
Stay back, no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Swordsman.
Use the time you have, though.
I will not
It's the
take
best
too
thing
long.
to do.
I promise.
No worries.
Thank you for being so understanding.
Well,
We-
you're the one that is understanding.
It's like a
It's just-
pained smile on his lips.
I'm sorry.
Me too. This is all a bit bleak, but for the greater good. I need to go. And he kind of half runs away.
A good man being sacrificed.
Fucked up. Just a few weeks ago, I was so free of all of this. And now I might do something I thought I would.
Well, it's happening either way. So let's do our best to make sure it's not in vain.
Let's meet up back with Daphne and see what we can come up with.
In the meantime, you want me to spread some rumors of Father hating the Vistani as such to the other townspeople? Or
I'm not sure that's a good idea. I feel like it would be good if he thought he could get away with it, you know? To make it reasonable that he stayed in Lucky, and the reason Lydia left was because she knew she would get fucked if she stayed, you know?
And also it can be worse coming from those rumors coming from Avistani.
Yeah. Or maybe even the people in Vallaki themselves start to turn and try to catch him. We should give him his
Okay.
time that he wants.
okay. Well, there's nothing else for us to do, so let's just head back to the tavern and discuss and make a strong alibi.
Yeah. An alibi to have done it.
Yes.
Yeah, and Leo starts
We
heading.
walk back. Yep.
Okay. It's very empty, like before. Just a few patrols that pass through your way. Otherwise, the streets are devoid of anybody or anything. So it goes quite quick to get back to the Blue Water Inn.
Can I say that I have told Rickton about the origin of the curse before the party gets here?
Yeah. But in very short details or
Yeah.
TLDR. What are the things you tell him?
Yeah. Well, basically, I'll tell him the entire story, but will not mention the reincarnation or anything that related to Leo, basically.
Oh, okay. So you will mention the wedding,
Yep.
the uprising of the Barovians.
Wait, the wedding? What?
Yeah. Emmerich
Yeah.
and Stradania were
Oh.
marrying, and then Emmerich got killed, and
Yes.
they fight the
Oh.
Barovians, and there was like a
Oh.
witch involved or something to curse
Okay.
her.
Yeah.
And she
Alright.
was super angry at the Barovians because of it. That's what she
Yeah.
told us, at least.
Can I also I'll tell Rickton also about the cards. If I have time, if not, then that's okay.
The card?
Yeah, the tarot card
Tarot
reading.
card.
The tarot card. Ah, I thought you
Yeah.
said card. I'm like, what
Yeah,
card?
about this card.
So tarot
Yeah.
cards are actually
investment.
a word that is TM, that is bought. So that's why it's called Tarocca reading here.
Tarot reading, of course. That's what I said.
Mm.
Yeah, tarot card. Basically tarot.
And no, you just had the time to like, because he had some follow-up questions. You didn't have too much to say because
Yeah.
you know the only thing what and you were just about to explain the Tarocca cards when Leo, Xerix, and Sol come through the door.
Oh wait.
Yeah, like as I noticed them like arrive, I'll just like grab my ale and start drinking.
Okay. Rickton nods to your arrival. Shield greeting.
Right.
Welcome
Let's
back.
get together. We're gonna come up with a soundproof story here for everyone.
Oh shit, dual token. Damn.
Yeah.
Cool.
So how does it go?
Well, Father Lucian is
You
going to do
agree?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so too.
Yeah, he is impressive.
An honorable man.
Let's try to make the best of it. You don't have too much time.
Okay. Tell me your plan then.
Well, I think using the connections between Lydia and him is perfect. I think he should have enacted the plan so that he is responsible for, he's enough to be justice, and maybe she will look for Lydia, knowing that she's like a part of it somewhat, but she wasn't the enactor in the end of the day. And I think that the people that attacked the village should have been all mind controlled. So, soothe a bit more, and maybe they've been even, they saw like the pats of Lydia, they were like perfectly changed or maybe even enhanced, which is why they were able to deal with the Vistani. And it was like a great plan to make like a bunch of those, but it ended up falling short because of the coup. And yeah, I think the father maybe got noticed just moments before the coup happened from someone. I mean, he gets word from a bunch of people. Maybe someone spilled beans or wanting to. And then he decided before he loses like the power of these mind control clones, mind control people, I mean, or like in general, with Lydia being like possibly to die, he enacted like a half-thought plan that he had for a while, ever since like Strasny come back. He had like the idea of luring the Vistani away to deal like a blow to them with that information. But since he didn't have the time, he just like before like something would happen, he just sent them out. And that resulted in them wearing the Valachian armor because it all had to be like quickly done. There was no time. Something along those lines, maybe.
All right.
I think it's important to stress the fact that Father Lucian only had an agenda towards the Vistani. I think it would be a hard sell to link him to the activities of the other in the Reformation Center, considering he was a safe harbor for many of those who suffered from it.
Yeah, I think he didn't, he didn't like it, but, he used it to make something he thought was right. You know?
I feel like instead of we can still have him to have connection with the other, but using the fact that the Countess hated it, we can use his religion.
Yeah, for sure.
In opposition towards the Countess. That might be better because, well, I have found out that the father has helped to harbor somebody who escaped from the prison and then helped them get out of Valaki.
Yes. Well, we can say that it's something of a preach from his religions to not
Countess
stand
shouldn't.
idle by devil spawn.
Exactly. No, I think he plotted for a while, trying to figure out a way to, deal with the Countess in the safety of his church, protected by the bone.
We can say that he maybe blamed the disappearance of the bones on the Vistani.
Well,
So much that he feared for the safety of the church without the bones. That's why he set foot within the Vistani camp to find it, but also to banish the devil. Definitely do the egg work.
I mean, it surely wasn't. I don't think we can sell for delusion attacking the Vistani himself.
Oh,
But sure, he would be considered strong enough, or even if he has anything that is aggressive, I don't know.
again, under normal circumstances, it might be there might be holes in our case, but considering the two strong factors, one, the Countess want him dead. Second, he stand for something that the Countess hate and is very in distaste of.
Well, yeah, I guess I just would have liked to have some connection with the other.
Oh,
It's
of
not like
course.
he has to condone what she's doing, but maybe he realized the use of it in some way, maybe even recently, and thought that he might be able to use that against the Countess, and
Maybe he approached the other, gave his sister a second chance when he learned the bone was gone as an act
Yeah.
of desperation.
that's a good idea.
And that's where he got the soldiers who attacked the
Mhm.
Vistani camp.
And that's where he maybe even got the doll to start its ploy. Because, he wouldn't have been able to really know, but Lydia certainly would.
Indeed. Well, that's fine and dandy.
That's good. So I think the one thing we need to figure out is how we figured out.
Indeed. And how we put evidence in his wake.
I
Well,
mean, go ahead.
considering the fact that Lydia has escaped, and the fact that we had help Father Lucian with the bones and help save Father Lucian the night before, we can say that during the investigation that we conduct on Lydia and during the evacuation that we helped Father Lucian with, we found evidence within the church and evidence within the
Center. Yeah, I was also thinking, do you guys think the Countess knows that it was us that defeated these demons that came for him?
Did one escape?
the minions, you say?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
minions.
I don't think so. I think we got almost all of them, unless
Got
there's
all of
one
them,
at
for
the
sure.
back.
I don't think so.
so we could also just say like there were some inconsistencies. Like we came a person somehow all these dead bodies were there, and we're like, that's weird. Is he really that strong? Maybe we just missed something. And then when it came back and we figured out the connection with Lydia, we were like, the weird
Yeah.
inconsistencies keep coming here. And we started, we interrogated him something. And, maybe he, somewhat he realized that, he's maybe gone too far or something, or I mean, he still wants to defeat the Countess and everything, but maybe he's lost his way by being by this desperate moment, and and that's how we got him to spill the beans,
Hmm.
This
We can.
Lady Wakta, is she interested in the truth?
Perhaps.
Does it matter to her that she has the right person? Because we must consider that if you do manage to convince the Countess that this Father Lucian is the culprit to all of this, and she ends this crusade on this town, would it be in Lady Wakta's advantage to question this? Is she the kind of person that would?
Probably not, no. I fear that the Countess... I hope everything goes smoothly. But if there's ever gonna be a moment where we have to explain ourselves, it's just good to... Or I have to explain myself. It's just good to
Have your story
have a
straight.
setup character. And be able to jump to answers without having to think.
Lady Valter is a cunning woman. And unlike the Countess, she does not harbor a strong distaste towards the Church of Father Lucian's. There might be possibilities that she question us, that she question the case.
I actually don't think so.
But
I think considering how many people are rushing to her and making her responsible for what's happening right now, I feel like all she wants is this to move past, like everyone else in this town.
If I may add, it might be also right because we are playing with the card that the Countess wanted the father dead.
Yeah.
That's also, we could tell her that.
Yeah, and like Leo said, she has a town to worry about. If anything, we are doing her a favor.
I don't imagine killing her own livestock is something that she would consider something good. There are not that many people left in this valley.
Alright.
But the Vistani is still bringing people here. Some by
Another thing though.
Some by accident, but others are willingly.
I know.
Another thing though. If the Countess asks us for concrete evidence, what are we going to provide her?
Well, I feel like him, saying that he did it, and maybe, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's not gonna be important.
And in that case, we can ask Father Lucian to write a letter to her sister.
Yeah, I mean, something along those lines is certainly not the worst idea.
Okay.
I just feel like we gotta play it up as if, things are settled. And I think she probably just gonna roll with it. And if not, then I guess a letter is a good thing to have.
You're gonna be playing a very crucial role in this, Leo.
I know. I talked with her a bunch before. She knows where I'm at. She understands complications. I think I might even get away with, lying, and she's figuring it out. If I just play my cards right. But obviously that won't happen. I had plenty of moments where I had to lie to very intelligent people before. And it has worked almost all the time. I think we have good cards.
Indeed, we do.
Sounds
Okay.
plausible.
I do hate that I have to put my neck in for you, Rickton, but seems like the right thing to do.
It seems to be something of a head on your shoulders after all.
Yeah, we gave Father Lucian an hour and a half. And then he's gotta write the letter, and then gonna convict him, gonna let the Countess know. And we'll see where it goes from there.
I know that we are playing a very dangerous game right here, but I still have to ask this question: what happened if she doesn't believe? Are we?
Yeah, I'm going to play the card that I just, I don't think this is right what she's doing. They're clearly innocent. We have all this evidence that this wasn't them. And I just wanted to not have them go through all the bloodshed, and it couldn't be good for her either. I know that she takes them in and stuff, and she has to see reason and just accept this as it benefits her. I think I'm just gonna play that card if she figures out.
All right.
I mean, it's more than reasonable with what she knows about me that I would act this way if I wouldn't find anything to actually find someone that's responsible. That is something I would do. I have a few cards I can play if it really comes down to it.
All right then. Are we all in with this plan? Are we all in agreement?
Styrax nods.
Well, there's no choice. So, yeah.
Of course.
Look at Rictavio. A quote Rictavio.
Only leans back in the chair, nods.
So we wait for Father Lucian now, I guess.
Yeah. And I'll just play scenarios in my head for now, and
Take the opportunity to rest.
Yep. I'll play my lyre a little bit.
Styrax will just sit and study. So
Is the axe so? Like, does the axe need maintaining at all? Like sharpening, oiling?
Oh,
I mean, you would still do it even if it wouldn't. Be honest, you'd still do it.
Yeah.
It's a magical axe, so
Yeah.
He doesn't tarnish on
Make
his
it-
own. But these are rituals that doesn't not necessarily is things you have to do, but things that you want to do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like your other weapon would be fine as well without being sharpened every day.
Oh. So like, what you see is Daphne take out the axe, take out her tool, and start testing the edge, and just realize like, one of those weapons, and then put the axe away and just take out her sword, which is clearly still like razor sharp, and start sharpening it.
I see. Close
We
to
call it
half an
stress
hour.
sharpening.
Close to half an hour later, Danica peeks out her head from the kitchen. Looks at you all like she's looking like she is looking for something, and then she sees you and Statix, can I have a word with you?
Yes.
I'll look at Star and say, well, good luck out there, and I'll give you inspiration.
I don't know why that's necessary, but alright. Could you come into the... She gives Rictavio a very suspicious look.
Oh, yes. Stars will follow Danica.
Just some gal talk, don't worry about it. She closes the door and she has a very different expression on her face, quite serious, and she leans against the door frame, puts up her hands, like crosses her hands on her chest, sighs heavily to herself, looks down on her feet, then looks up to you. All right. What is the thing that Blue needs to hear?
Oh, yes. The paper I gave you, it contains the words that they needed to be translated in a prison we found next to the windmill.
Prison?
Yeah, it's a prison of some kind, but there was some words written in infernal, and then we got these ones in green.
Ah, I
And
see.
Actually, it was the first time Blue talked with us.
She did she? She's not supposed to do that.
Things are things. I guess we didn't catch her drift after all. But this is the most she talk, to be fair. And so far, these are just the words, and I just wanted to give this information to her
I see.
because she was quite curious about it.
Well, sometimes she can be a bit. It's a bit too risky for you to have contact with her directly right now, so I'm sorry that you have to go through a middleman.
It's all right. It's actually fair that after what happened, looks at Leo. It's understandable.
Well, you can't see Leo because she's
Oh.
leaning against the
Well,
kitchen
towards
door
her
on the
the
other
door.
side.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah.
back in the other room.
Yeah.
We all know
In
who
the
she
kitchen.
is looking at.
You can just imagine Saros looking at the back, like, yeah.
I sneeze.
Yeah. That's what happens. That place has always been off limits, but this is interesting. I will also let Davian know.
Thank you. I'm actually even curious myself of finding what exactly is. And all the help I can get, the better.
Alright. That's fair. Good on you. Now, I assume that you're plotting something. It seems like you're plotting something. Whatever you're plotting, be careful. Don't make things worse than they already are. Not that I think you will, but I'm just saying it.
Seeing that this might even get out of my hands, I might even stop myself. Unless I find someone else that can help.
Alright. Thank you. I shall not keep you from your friends any longer. Thank you for this, and be safe.
You too. And Star will actually go back.
Yeah, she removes herself from the kitchen door, heads deeper into the establishment, and you go back.
How did it go? Nichols talk.
Why do you want to hear it though?
That's the thing again, you know. The girls talk, you know, you're not allowed to tell any non-girl.
That is true.
What a bad rule, you know. So sexist.
I'm not the one to say that, to be honest.
Alright. We'll have time later for anything.
Styrax nods, sits down, and just keeps studying.
Right. Alright. Basically have a short break.
Yep.
Not that you mechanically need it, but it feels better. Like in your souls.
After so much what happens, this is great. Doing nothing.
I mean, I guess I do get my second win back, so
True.
if we ever end up fighting a countess, it's definitely gonna be important, you know.
I actually regain some spell slots.
Hey.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And
Do
then
I need anything? No,
eventually there's a polite knock on the door.
I'll stand up and open.
It is who you think it is. He has cold sweat in his forehead. He looks quite haggard, pale. But he doesn't look like he is about to shake it out, but he's definitely taken a toll on him, all of this.
Hey.
And he has actually removed his priestly robes and is dressed very, very casually. Hello. I won't pretend and say that wasn't very hard, but I'm here. Anything else? What do you need me to do?
Yeah, we were just thinking of maybe some evidence you can write up. Got in contact with Lydia again after Bone got missing. That is the story so far, because you were in desperation and you thought that Vistani did it, or maybe the devil had her hands in. Either way, you wanted to make her pay. So you
It's pretty
did
good.
something that you normally wouldn't do.
I did bring writing material just in case. And he opens up the satchel and brings out ink and paper. And so am I just supposed to write this in my own voice, or?
Yeah, I
What happened?
think. Yeah. Obviously, you wouldn't send something it would be hot, telling, you know, but just showing that you wanted to like talk to her again and saying there's some urgent thing that we need to take care of, and I know this is out of the blue, but I think I really need your talents, something like this.
I see. All right. And
Yes,
he
yes.
starts writing. Oh, anything more?
Oh, no, I was going to say that Sarvaski gives him a paper and black ink to write.
He did
He
bring
has
his own,
writing. Yeah,
just in
he has
case.
writing material.
Like,
I was
so.
prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's as he thought ahead and thought that, you know, if it should be like paper coming from him and his ink.
No, fair.
Just in case. All right. He finishes this letter, gives his his official signature, looks up at you all, and he looks into your eyes, Leo, like he's looking at the Hagman's news.
Just want you to know, whatever happens, whatever weird shit's gonna happen, I trust you, and you can trust me, alright? It's important that we stay true to this, okay? I know this is probably the most scary thing any of us has ever done, but you can't slip up, alright? No matter what happens. Got me?
I understand. May the Demonic Lord bless our strength and our dedication to this purpose.
Maybe we actually want you in your priest robes, though.
Oh, I thought. Well, those are hereditary. I would want Diana to wear them when she takes up the mantle for real. Didn't want them to be solid.
Alright, let's say... So we interrogated you. Maybe a little bit violent, that's why you're wounded. And you realized that you've gone too far, you fucked it up, and everything you stand for you let loose and you give in.
I wanted the bone back. I assaulted the Vistani camp. Went overboard. I wanted to start a war between the Vistani and us.
Mm-hmm.
And then this happened with the devil. I feel remorseful, and I came clean.
Yeah. And that's why we allowed you to take off your priest clothes, as you feel like you no longer belong. You don't say that, but yeah, that's basically why you're normal clothes. Okay. And I'll also give like a recount of like all the things that happened to him, that happened, the whole thing. So like he knows about the puppet and Strasny taking Arabal and stuff, so that if he gets interrogated for some reason, he's able to like recount stuff that happened.
Oh, he gets a little bit weirded
I know,
out.
but it's needed. I'm sorry if you have to hear this, but
I had no idea that this was going on inside of my walls. This is
there's a lot of
terrible.
fucked up stuff happening around here.
Okay. I see. I will do my best.
Right. And I'll set everything up. Anyone want to wish me good luck? Not that I need it.
Leo, everything is on your shoulders. No pressure.
I am going to vacate the surroundings. I do not trust whatever form of communication that you have with her.
Good idea.
Okay.
You want to give me inspiration?
Yes, I will. I forgot to
Good.
say it.
Shoving
And
leaves the
then
premises.
then Sol will stand up and head on over to Father Lucian and just open his arms and say, "Come here," and hug Father Lucian hard, and he'll whisper in his ear and says, "You, this will not be in vain. After all of this is over, I'll come back and tell the truth, the whole truth. How you are a hero, not a villain."
Hopefully not too soon. I don't want her Rav to come back on Volaki. Better me be a villain than Volaki suffer.
And Sol will let go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yay, go back.
Yay!
I'll head into my room.
Okay.
Make sure this time curtains are closed. And I'm gonna pull up the ring on, and use the ring to try to reach out for Stradania. Before that, I probably try to take a deep breath and get a sense of myself. And then I
Okay.
call out in my mind. Stradania?
This time the voice answers quickly. Lord Leonard. That was quick.
Well, a few hours. Not my best work, but, we had the time we had,
I prefer a little bit more foreplay.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
understandable. We found the person that is responsible for what happened.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me more.
We found out that Father Lucian, seemingly out of desperation, reached out to his sister. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but that happened to be Lydia, or the other, if you're willing to say that. And, yeah, he wanted to deal a blow to everything that he stands against, I suppose. And wanted to have a fight between
The
Vistani
sniffling and scared Lydia? Was the other all along? I must have underestimated her. Impressive.
He is very manipulative, seeing through her abilities. And sadly, I didn't got it quick enough. Fucking got away. So mad. But that's for another time.
I see.
Still want her fucking head, but that's alright. So yes.
Badly do you want her head?
I mean, she deserves it. Whatever it is. We can talk about it, I suppose. For now, I don't want.
I'm very
want
busy, but maybe as a present.
Yeah, we can talk about it, I suppose.
So why? Why would the kind father do such a drastic thing?
I mean, you took away his safe house. You
You say
almost
Vals
killed
has
him.
been slipping away for centuries.
Yeah. You almost killed him.
Funny how that didn't work.
Yeah. It was interesting for sure. It's what kind of tipped us off at the end. Seemed like he had some sort of resources at this point for some weird reason.
The church was my main target.
Understandable.
So he grew frustrated. Too
Scared, I
frustrated.
suppose. Both.
But how could
And-
he? He does possess some powers bestowed upon him by this silly deity. But all of those Vistani and his temperament?
No, I mean, as I said, he reached out to Lydia. Or the other. And it seemed like she had some hats. Something. At least that's what she called them, apparent to the father. And, you know, total under total control, and she didn't know she was about to get cooped. So she gave them to the father, I suppose. And, yeah, all the information, of course, with Lydia is intelligent, unfortunately, it seems like. So she used the anger of the Vistani against them. With the doll. And I guess she also used the desperation of the father.
There's a long silence that greets you. Kind of silence when you start to sweat a bit. This will do. This will calm the Vistani. Something that I want. Very convenient. And this Lydia. I will find her. And I will find out more about her. I am quite fascinated. Then we can talk in the future, but kinda reciprocal gift I can get back from you if I deliver her head if she turns out to be unusable.
Oh. Sounds scary. All right. What's the next steps? We have him.
Just
Custody.
statementcraft, my dear Leonard. Did you manage to find my agent Richten in the town?
Unfortunately, had a lot of other stuff in my head. I'm sorry. Kind of forgot about that.
So you haven't made contact, or they haven't made contact with you?
So far, not. But what would they contact us with?
What a disappointment. Fine.
I mean, if you tell me more, maybe I can find him myself, I guess.
He's a slippery bastard. We shall see. Don't worry. I'm waiting for you outside of the eastern gates. Is the general of the army stationed there. Bring Father Lucian there, and they will bring him to me. Once I have him in my possession, I will call this blood hunt off.
Right.
Thank you for doing this for the Vistani and helping me not to squish these poor Valakians. They are annoying, but useful.
You for calling off the hunt. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.
Oh.
This
We
is kind
will.
of weird talking from this mind. It's very disorientating.
It's certainly lacking, but we shall meet each other very soon. Don't fret. And
Looking forward to it.
reality comes back to you.
Whew. Put off the ring, hide it back, stand for like 30 seconds in a room still, like trying to like look over words again and see if I like heard anything that she noticed it or something, and like try to, even though it probably doesn't really make any sense, but just go over the words again to make sure I didn't fuck any up or heard anything that should alarm me, and then I head back down
Okay.
into the tavern.
You come down and like
I also got rid of my sweat, so it doesn't look like I sweated that much.
four
So it
very
just looks
worried
like-
faces look towards you.
Yeah, I'll just play it off. All right, let's go. Gotta tie up for illusion, and then we're good to go.
Sounds you got good news.
Always. As I said.
Where exactly are we getting him?
Westgate
Eastern.
in Eastgate. Eastgate, of course.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Eastgate. And deliver him to the general there, or to the guards there that will deliver him to the general, which, well, might not be the general, but not of our concern.
Alright.
All right.
Daphne pull out her hempen rope and just look to the father with kind of like a sad look, basically.
Is this really necessary? Do the
Gotta-
people of Alaki have to see me like this?
We gotta play the act. There's almost no one around at this point anyway.
True. Alright.
Might be a bit uncomfortable.
I
Please bear
understand.
with us.
Tie it stiffly, Daphne. Make it look believable.
Yeah, Daphne will go ahead and tie him up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So, wait. Yeah, my internet cut out. But so where did Rictavio go?
Oh,
He just was
yeah.
scared about the tracking and stuff, or the talking with Sudanya, and decided to, stay away while I talk to her.
Yeah.
So he's out and about, I suppose.
Right.
Maybe not too far, who knows?
Who knows?
Yep.
But you tie for the illusion up, and you step out of the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And head to the Easter Gate.
All right. Let's go.
Oh my god. Hard decisions, hard decisions.
Indeed. Devoid of people on the street. There's one patrol that kind of passes you by, looking very confused why you have Father Lucian tied up, and like stops and questions you. But when you like start to explain that this has to do with, you know, the devil's threats, they get super duper scared, step away from you, and then outright runs.
Continue on.
Right. You come to the eastern gates. It's heavily manned. Well, heavily manned. Everybody that is available still in the guard force, which basically in slash in half, is up there, armed. But they're not looking for threats from within. They're having their eyes on the horizon, on the mists beyond the eastern gates.
Try to catch someone there.
Mm-hmm.
It seems responsible for like being talked to.
You actually recognize Dunya up there, who looked down upon you. Stand back, citizen! Go back! Wait, it's you!
Like if I like the come down, we need to talk signs.
Captain! She has a quick conversation with somebody up there. And then she goes to this, you know, the gate tower, when she disappears and going down the flight of stairs and then pops out onto the road. Why do you have... Wait, Father Lucian?
Listen to me carefully. And yeah,
Yeah?
there's a lot of going on, but this Father Lucian was responsible for the attack on the Vistani camp.
What?
With
What?
yes.
No. What? No.
Listen to me. We need him in custody right away. I need you to deliver him to the general. No jokes, no nothing. You listen to me, alright?
The general? We don't have a general.
The Eastern main god, I suppose, captain, whatever. I don't care about the structure here. Just give him to the most important man here.
Oh, I
Or
think...
should I do it myself?
She said outside the eastern gates.
Yeah,
Oh,
Outside, yeah.
yeah.
wait, okay, sorry. Pull it
No,
back.
yeah.
What the-
You don't need to
You-
worry. Just pull it back.
rewind time a bit.
Wait,
Rewind time.
what did I miss here?
She
As-
said outside the eastern gates. There's a general.
So, yeah,
There is
basically,
a general. Okay.
yeah, Stradania's
Oh,
man.
I
basically.
misunderstood. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
I'll be
Radioactive.
in the same mood, I
Yes.
suppose.
But like
but I'll
open the
be-
gates instead, right?
Yeah, we need to get out there and deliver him now.
Make me a leadership presence.
Can I give a
With-
help? Actually,
With inspiration?
I do have inspiration still, I think.
You didn't
Yeah.
describe anything. Can you describe what Daphne do? What does Daphne do?
yeah. Daphne just like go up next to Leo,
Mhm.
trying to. Well, not. She doesn't need to try. She always look tough, but she will say, "If you can stand the weight of having all the Valakians' life on your shoulder, then stop us from exiting by any means. But if not, stand aside."
Okay.
So,
Roll.
is that considered? Is that considered help or not?
Well, Leo asks if she can open the gates, right? And Daphne asks her to stand aside. She's a little bit confused.
You know, basically trying to ask her like, like get out of our way, technically.
Roll
can just roll.
Not with advantage, but the DC
Yep.
would be a little bit lowered.
And I do have inspiration.
Jeez.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
you
good
need
at that
to-
usually. I know I roll shit, so it doesn't look like it, but I'm good at it usually.
Oh,
Is
shit!
it what is the inspiration? The D6 or the 8 or what?
Yeah. D6.
Yeah.
Alright.
27.
Usually I'm good, you know.
Oh my
I have like a
god.
higher plus.
Leo getting a 27? What?
What the fuck?
That's
That's
Leo-
fucking new. Jesus
Leo is
Roll
good
Christ.
two
at
sessions
something.
bad for that, alright?
Clip it and
Leo?
Try
scroll.
my best to set it up.
Leo, I'll just let you know that I've like roll on like a dice roller until I get a nut one, just to get all the bad luck
I just did that right now.
to,
Not
to
gonna
my
lie.
side.
I did that right now.
Wow.
I rolled a bunch of d20s. It's like at some
Yeah.
bad rolls.
Okay. Dunya, of course, get like fire in her behind, and she, yes, sir. She runs up through the tower again and talks while they're like gesticulates kind of wildly with the captain there, who looks down upon you. There's like a mutter that goes through the line of guards as they realize what's happening, like overhearing the conversation. And eventually the captain kind of looks down and looks at Father Lucian, shouts out, "It's been an honor. I don't know what kind of mistakes or crimes or blood that is on your hands, Father. All that I know is that you have served this community well. And I am sorry for this. Open the gates!"
No.
With a certain tone of finality, the gates creep open.
So sad.
Just get moving to not start to think too much.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No,
The
no
Lucian starts
saying,
to
no nothing.
cry a little bit. He can't really find the words to say anything back. He only like nods with a sad smile on his face. It meant a lot to him. You go out on the fields that surround the immediate kind of area around Bolaki. Follow the road. You don't know where else to go. It's only like a 10-minute walk or so. The mists are incredibly... Oh, hello. You shouldn't be there. Incredibly heavy. And they part to reveal, standing proudly in the middle of the road at the forest edge. You're not sure first if what you are looking at is alive, undead or not. It seems more to be a statue or a pillar of rock. Such is the stillness and frigidness of this thing. A suit of armor. Black, thick, aggressive in its make. Two hypnotizingly complex gauntlets of black steel stoically grasps the hilt of a massive slab of metal.
Oh my god.
Its
Hell
tip
the fuck.
buried
Hell the fuck no.
deep in the ground. It can perhaps be described as a great sword. It has no head, you realize. There's no helmet, nothing.
Oh god. Okay.
As you step closer to it, within 5 meters, it moves so fluidly and so quickly that you didn't at first acknowledge that it was moving. But from a fraction of a second to another, the great sword is up and out of the dirt and paused to point at Lucian's neck. Despite the weight, The suit of armor holds the greatsword aloft, no shakes or twitches. After this brief pause, the sword continues to sweep in an arc, now pointing towards the forest behind it, covered in mists, pointing Father Lucian in a direction to walk. All the while, it is completely silent. Only the only noise being the blade cutting through the air. Father Lucian gulps, sweats a bit more, but looks prepared. This will probably be your last goodbye.
Like nod to what's going on, and like pat Father Lucian on the shoulder, and like,
This is it. Thank you for everything that you've done to Wallaki. I understand that what I'm doing right now is extreme, but if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to make this choice to begin with. So for that, thank you.
Leo wants to say something, but he just can't. Stuck in his throat.
Definitely give Father Lucian like a pat on the back and give like a knowing nod out of respect for the man.
All right.
Starbucks just bows. That's it.
Soul will nod to his direction.
May the Morning Lord protect you. And all that you decide to do after this moment. I hope with my dying breath that dawn will come. One day. To these lads. To these people. Until then, I will have to give my responsibility over to the next generation, to you, to Diana. Stand firm. Do not waver. And see this done. He takes one last look over Wallaki, the place he has lived his whole life, protected for most of his life. And then with square shoulders, he resolutely turns around and walks into the forest. The suit of armor waits until Father Lucian is a few steps ahead. Then with another fluid motion, turns the great sword to a more relaxed position over his shoulder, and then starts to march after him. And within seconds, the mists have swallowed them both from your sight.
Are we supposed to see Azzy here?
Wait, what? Is he here?
Yeah.
Oh, as he.
Oh, you
as
went
he's-
over there. Oh, I didn't even
Oh.
see her
Oh
there.
no.
I was
Oh, I
focused
didn't
on.
see
I think
that
this was
either.
because this is like the picture when we first got to Milwaukee, and there
Yes.
she was with us, so that's why she wasn't
Yes.
on the screen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a long while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo's like playing with something, like moving something under his shirt. On the sleeve, rather.
Let's go back.
As he sees like Father Lucian move and the figure move in the mist. Alright, yeah.
Let's go with this. The blood hunt will be over.
Let's start making plans for our next course of action.
By the way, what just while it's just us. I want to say that seems like the Countess is, and like we're walking like a little bit away from the forest right there. Countess is interested in Lydia. But
That makes
not
sense.
in a way of dealing with her, but using her.
Wow. That's not a surprise to me at all.
Yeah. Maybe we can find her before she does. I don't know. Maybe that's not the thing to do.
Personally, I would say Lydia should not be on the top of our priority list. Does the Countess said something about Richter?
She asked if we found him.
And I trust that you have said no.
I let it all out, and he's probably dead by now.
After just chuckles.
You know, I just wanted to kill Fire Illusion. Yeah, I gotta be honest here, you know.
Oh,
So I tried to get both things done in a way, you know.
Have she turned you into a vampire already?
Maybe. I mean,
She,
she does like biting me.
she
Show
might
us
have
your
done
Oh.
it.
oh.
Hmm?
Where's the bite marks?
You've seen before.
Is it around the neck area?
One is around the neck area, yes.
One. I see.
Xerax, what were you saying?
Nothing. I was just going to say what a fast chain of mood on him.
I'm sorry. I've learned that in most dire moments, usually humor is the best. Get back on track.
Sometimes it is, but I'm afraid we still don't have time.
The pinnacle of a tragedy is a comedy. No?
Exactly. You
Oh.
almost sound like my teacher.
That's a good lyric. Just you can pull up my notebook and just write it down.
Are you seriously going to use that in a song?
Yes. It's hey, it's good. It's good. There we go.
You better give me go for it.
All right. I'll put from Daphne's Quobo. That there you go. If I ever play this, I'll make, and if it's near you, I'll make sure to
I
pay
feel like
you
it's
one
like a
gold.
common saying. I feel it's like a little bit unfair to just give Daphne. But alright,
I'll
alright.
give you one gold. I'll give you one gold.
I made him aware of it, so I'll take the credit.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
let's go back.
Yeah.
Why I do appreciate our positivity, but let's go back.
That's, well, doesn't change the fact that this is all happening.
Yep.
As you're walking back to the town, you know, you're on these eastern slopes are slightly higher than the city. You see a familiar sight now, a cloud of bats swooping in from actually behind and above you that coalesce over the center of Volaki. A fussy faced shape forms, hovers there, moves his mouth for 10-15 seconds. Then the cloud of bats disperse and fly in a less cohesive form back towards the east.
Well, I guess that the announcer.
Inside Victorium.
One thing, Leo.
Hmm?
Does Danica know Vasilisa is the Countess? I don't think so, right?
No.
Mm.
Well, we haven't
I
told her, I
guess-
suppose. Maybe
Yeah,
she
I
just
guess-
knows.
Maybe that can be a piece of information that we can use to trade.
I already had that in mind.
Yeah, I mean... Sure. I don't think they're gonna give us much, though. I don't think they trust us to give any information that would be valuable to us right now. But we can try. Maybe we
Indeed.
kind of know where we have to go. Maybe when we're out of options and we need to fall back on something, we're gonna save the info until then, you know? Because we kind of know what we want to do right now. But
Go to the temple. Yeah.
I mean, it's the first step.
I feel like we might want to visit the old tower before we go there to get Ezzy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm.
You know, already not as happy since Essie left. You know, maybe she can bring up back the happiness.
We'll get through. Come on.
Do we go back into Valaki and look for Rick Tavio, I suppose, or do we directly go to the
Yeah.
tower and he's following us? I don't know.
Oh, we need to look for him first.
Yeah. Look for Rick W. Then head on our way to the tower.
The tavern? The tower?
Wait. I heard tower. Are we going to the
Tower is
or
where
tower?
Ezzy is,
Yeah.
And the
away
tower
from Valaki.
Yep.
And a tavern in Valaki. So we can go find Rick W. Then to the tavern. Correct? Is that what's the plan?
Well, Rick
Yeah,
Tavio
well-
and then to Ezzy. That's the plan, I think. I don't
Okay.
Essie is
know.
at the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tower. Okay.
Let's go to the tavern first.
The
we
gates
can go there.
open
Tower
for you
tavern. Mm.
without you having to say or do anything, and you can just see the guard staring down at you with rather dumbfounded expressions. And as you step into Valaki proper, there is an unusual sound that meets you.
Oh no.
Those sounds of what?
Was death.
Yeah.
They all killed each other.
Purge. Oh no. Oh god.
a jubilant
Ah.
cry, and you can hear people cry out for Lord Leonard, their savior. And with that, we're gonna go for a short
Fireworks.
break.
The situation. Fireworks.
I'm happy to take all the credit.
Esteras just goes into a mode, just cape, I'm not here, bye.
Yeah, Leo is completely going off.
But
My
we
God.
shall deal with that when we come back. We fill our glasses, empty our bladders, pet our pets, and we'll come back ready.
I feel horrible. Fuck.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll
Yep,
be right
yep.
back too.
We don't deserve this. No. All right.
We
I
did
mean, what
save their
does
lives.
who deserve, you know?
Yeah, we did save their lives. I'll just say that.
Alright. Det har varit mycket, Adrian. Jag hoppas det var mycket på ett bra sätt och inte mycket på ett dåligt sätt. Definitivt inte samma saker. Så kan det vara mycket som hälften bra, hälften dåligt. Skål, by the way.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Joke's on you, I
Hello.
never left.
Hello, and welcome back to the Curse of Father Torment. That's where we left off. Last time on Curse of Father Torment.
Jeez, that's a lot. That must have been a lot. If there's no time at all.
For the last 3 episodes, they
How's it going with
our
the trailer, by
heroes.
the way? Oh god. So epic. This summer,
This summer,
a gothic
Coming-
tale. An epic
coming to
gothic
theaters near you.
Yeah. An epic gothic tale of epic proportions.
This episode on Dragon Ball Z.
Is it in Dragon Ball Z copyright? Oh wait, is it mentioning Dragon Ball Z copyright? I don't know. Copyright laws.
I don't think so.
But you can mention it, but they weren't
Okay.
allowed to have tarot cards in their book. They had to
Dragon Ball,
rename it something else.
Dragon Ball themed tarot cards.
Du ska bli klar med
Okej.
introt ikväll. Härligt. Tack så mycket. Skulle uppskatta det.
Last
det är
time on
galet.
Dragon Ball Z.
It's crazy that Adrian can speak Swedish. It's super crazy to me.
Isn't Asian British?
Yeah! Yeah! Kanske innan jag slutar. Ja, det kanske om typ en timme. Jag vet inte om det är tid med det.
Maybe he's just using Google Translate.
The whole time.
This
Just as like
entire-
an app that can like take your voice in and translate it.
I'm back.
Hey, he lived in Sweden for a while, so that explains.
No, I know that. It's fine.
Bara en timme? Ja, typ. Timme och en halv kanske kvar. Vi har spelat i 2 timmar. Vi börjar klockan 6. Yeah, you see. Been at it for a while. But it's okay. It's okay. I'd rather have it done today anyway. Because I can't wait to see it with the music. Jeez, it's gonna be so good. I hope the ending of the music didn't give you too much of a headache. I really tried to cut it okay. But I don't
Wait.
suppose the ending is gonna be easy. Anyway, let's continue. So, you walk through the eastern gates with the guards looking down, dumbfounded at you, and then slowly as you're walking through past a few houses, you can hear a grand celebration in the distance of people celebrating loudly and is calling out for Leonard, their savior, and is wondering where you at.
Yes, Sarah just puts her cape on and just tries to ignore everyone.
And I'll be like, well, that's something I'm used to. So,
You go have fun with that. Daphne will also
Try.
try to go back to the tavern unnoticed.
You're just leaving.
Just leave.
Just leaving Leonard to like fend for himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if you are going to take all the credits, then you have to, you know.
I'll probably mention you like once or twice. How you helped me, you know.
Yeah, how we help you beat up the father.
I'm not sure about that.
Anyway.
So you're gonna go meet the crowd?
Yeah, I mean, they demand me.
Jesus.
Okay.
Gonna do, you know.
You get spotted by one of the Barovians. They kind of call out like, "Hey, it's over here! Everybody come!" You know.
I'm over here. I just come back.
You kind of
Hello,
get
hello.
swept away.
Oh.
They lift you up on their shoulders and they carry you towards like the town square as more and more Barovians are getting closer. You can see that they're a little bit mad in their celebration, almost like this horrible tension, stress and worry and anxiousness and fear for tonight being released in an instant. And after everything that has happened, yes, it's a little bit, you get a little bit worried about your own safety. Because they are pulling at your clothing, pulling at you. Everybody wants to shake your hand, want to touch you. Like, some people even try to pluck hair from your head.
Alright, everyone. Calm down a little bit. Maybe you want to have me, like, talk or something? Just, I, like, try to look, like, I think, like, some sort of stage or something.
Yeah,
Like
after
face
getting manhandled a bit, eventually they kind of push you up on the central, you know, platform where they used to have the
gallows.
the gallows and the donkey head masks, you know, in the stocks. And because they started asking questions out of you, but nobody got a good answer because everybody was asking questions at once, and you like try to answer one, and then another question came, and then the same question was repeated. So now they're getting frustrated. So you kind of like host you up and then barrage you with questions.
Everyone, calm down. First of all, I wanna, you know, thank my family, for bringing me up, this point in my life that I'm capable of taking on this challenge. It was very difficult, but we were able to pull through. I also have to thank my friends to help me, empower me, and just, you know, get the best out of me. Yeah, just great. So yeah, we want to do like a question round. Everyone like line up maybe. There's like a lot going on, but we can get this through.
You start answering a few questions, but then you see Lady Wachter like moving through the square with like a bunch of soldiers on her sides. And she's like waving. She also gets some, you know, shears, but it's not. You kind of have the central attention right now of the crowd, and she is brought up to the stage as well. And she waves, moves over to you with a big smile on her lips, and like shakes your hand, you know, kind of deal when the newspaper's there to take pictures, but without the cameras, kind of, you know, deal. And then with a lower tone over the like underneath all the noise. And what the fuck just happened?
Well, I saved for lucky, I suppose.
I heard the Countess say something about that Father Lucian was behind all of this, really?
Crazy world we live in.
But the Sister Lydia. And he was.
Dead.
And
Yeah,
he was
siblings.
also. He was also responsible for the attack on our own by the Western Gates, and the gruesome massacre of gods in this by the northern gate. Really?
Crazy things happen.
Wow.
And
All right. And you apprehended him and gave him over and then ended her wrath. Is that it?
yes.
Very prudent. I'm impressed. And she turns to the crowd and talks louder. My fellow Valakians, we have truly been blessed by both the Morning Lord and Father Knight. My wisdom and intuition proved right. Lord Leonard Gaven is a vital ally for our city. Not only did he help me overthrow the tyrant Vargas, but has given the Countess her true criminal. We spit on their name to have endangered Vallaki and hurt our allies, the Vistani. In fact, Lord Leonard has also uncovered that this deplorable person wanted to start a war with us between Vistani and Vallaki by attacking our own by the Western Gate, as well as the scene of the terrible murders of more of our brave guards by the Northern Gates. To Leonard Kewin, we say that Vallaki will always welcome him and bestow upon him a new title, Saint Leonard! Woo!
Oh,
Well,
Wow.
I feel like there
So-
are better titles than like
so
Saint.
Soul will like physically just retract. It's like,
Soul is
I like-
in a
I'd
crowd.
be like
whilst,
hero or like Saviour. I feel like, like
you
I don't
better
know,
accept what we
image
give
is
you.
not kind of like
Be
saint image.
thankful and hold a speech. Walker says to you.
Ugh. All right. Well, thank you, Lady Vector, for bestowing this upon me. I'll try to do my best in helping the people that need help. That's what, supposed to do. I hate this really. Well, thank you very much for all your attention and everything, and I hope Lucky will shine once again. With all the things past us. And I probably have to follow and look for other people that need help.
Fantastic! Fantastic! Our saint! Our own saint! Very nice. As our first deed, the celebration of this new era of Vallaki and her people, we're going to send aid and friendship to our Stani allies. Stronger together! Alright. Another, a few more questions, a few more, one-liners that you have to do, but after Wachter actually coming and taking control of the situation, she has actually managed to help you satisfy the crowd, and she eventually also helps you to get rid of them by saying, okay, you've all been fantastic, but now our saint needs his rest. Let him through, let him through. And I also need a goddamn nap.
I haven't napped yet.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
looks
yeah.
very tired. She's on her
Oh,
on her
no.
last power,
Is there no coffee
reserves.
here?
No, there's no coffee, sadly. What a hellscape,
Oh.
truly. And you're followed with a group of people, and then eventually Lady Wachter says no, that they're not allowed to follow them to private property, which is the tavern, and they haven't opened yet, and leave you alone. And she also puts out a loose ring of actually guards around the tavern to help you get rid of this attention,
Yeah.
which is quite nice.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do the wave and walking into the tavern, and then the moment I close the door, I got like a sigh, like a big sigh.
In the meantime, actually, Daphne and Styrex just beelined to the tavern.
Yep.
Yep.
And you can find Victavio waiting inside in his usual spot.
Yeah.
Like, nothing has happened.
Daphne just look at him and say, "What's done is done."
It was rather evident by the sounds of the shears outside. Good job.
It's totally unrelated, but really, that is your taste of music? Could you play something a bit more?
Oh, so you really want to bring that up?
He
Of
actually
course.
face palms and kind of massages the bridge
Yeah.
of his nose.
Yep, I'm not into this conversation thing. And
Oh,
Starbucks
no.
goes to another table, just opens her book and ignores.
Daphne just say like, "No, Cyrus, if you have been with, well, a person like this, then that is an utmost important question that you have to ask."
It's still none of my business. Thank you.
Yeah, Daphne looked to Rictavio, waiting for an answer.
He was hoping he could like be let off the hook by not saying anything, but then he noticed that you just won't let it go. He sighs to himself. Alright, so this persona was put together quite hastily. I only had a few hours to practice, and these were the 2 songs that I learned on the way.
Daphne is trying her best to not laugh, and trying to give like you know when you do like a uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a wonder that I was able to play them with such proficiency. I never thought myself to be musically gifted.
Well, I guess that you have discovered something new.
Useless, but yes. Now let
Music
us
is
go.
not useless.
Let us go. We shall never speak about this again.
Our
Nor should I
promise,
ever play again.
Daphne just look at him, and her normal like facial expression slowly turn into like a shit-eating grin, and say, "I'll promise to not talk to you about this again."
You do know that I have a few embarrassing stories of your initiation to can play this game.
You can
I
see
don't mind.
you can see already also Starbucks just turning around. Oh, really?
Daphne just looked to Cyrax, and now you care?
Maybe a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Let's just say that I got many bolts in my quiver.
You know what? Go on. It's worth telling this type of story to Esmeralda, and the price of having some of my stories told is nothing but a small price.
This is not how threats should work.
Exactly.
Does it matter so much to you that I learned to play the harp?
Yes. is something that is quite interesting, to say the least. And I got a good laugh out of it, so I felt like it's worthwhile.
Somebody's enjoying themselves. And he goes promptly silent. That's when the shears outside increase in volume, and then Leo walks through the doors like
Thank
he's
you.
owning the place.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Saint
Yeah.
Leonard is gonna take a rest now. Thank you. Close the door.
Sage?
Sage?
It's a long. I don't know.
Well,
Wasn't my
isn't
choice.
this
Don't question it, please. Don't question it. It's just giving me a headache.
Leo? had
It
you
wasn't
been
my
a-
choice.
No, had you been a religious man, maybe they would have named the church after you instead of Saint Andrew. It's gonna be Saint Leonard.
No, I think that will be too much.
Well, it is what it is now. We got past it, I suppose.
Yeah.
I only mentioned you once, actually. I'm sorry. I had said I would mention you twice, but there was like a lot going on, you know.
I'm glad that you mentioned me once. I would have been even happier if you never mentioned me.
Yeah, I was just like, you know, just general mentioning of my group, you know. Great. So, anything happened here?
Just some interesting conversation and all. Nothing much.
Has Danica shown up?
No.
Right. So, next thing we do is pick up Ezzy. Presume.
Yeah.
I think that's the best we can do now.
But it's decided then. But we probably want to say goodbye to the tavern here, at least.
Yeah.
Troll
Daffy
hosted
just
it for quite a bit.
try to call out for Danica. Say,
Yeah, I'll
Danica, you there?
Like, you just call out a few times, and then eventually the kitchen door kind of burst open. Danica has, like, slightly, messy hair. Oh, thank the morning, Lord! Oh, that was, wow, this has been a new,
Huh?
Yes.
I mean, I knew that you were plotting something, but I didn't know it was gonna work. I mean, what can I say? Congratulations. But, I mean, for the Lucian, it's quite sad to lose him of the community and, you know, Soleil's name to this point. But, I mean, if it works...
sure time will forget him.
But this means that the true perpetrator is still out there and out and about, and that makes me very nervous.
Understandable. That person must be a horrible asshole.
Well,
Anyway.
mass murderer to be exact.
Yeah. That as well.
I take it as you are now able to keep this place at least. Don't need to worry about an undead horde.
I'm sorry, my emotions are a little bit all over the place. It's been a lot. I am very happy that Valaki is not being overrun by a horde of undead. Yes.
Well,
And
Would
me and
that be
Erwin can
a,
keep our independence by running this place.
would that be a new start to our relationship, to gaining your trust?
Is that what you've been trying to do this whole time?
Well, more like a secondary goal. Of course, saving Valaki is our
But me and
priority.
Erwin are just tavern keepers.
Yeah,
Are
tavern
you
keepers.
just out for a good deal? By the way, you haven't paid the tab for the last day, and that's included food and lodgings. You saying?
Well, whatever it is, it doesn't matter for now. We're happy that even though it was costly, we were able to prevent this nightmare. And yeah, I think we will have to pay the tab now and head off.
But that is true. You have done something something short of a miracle.
Alright, how much is our tab?
Let's just say 1 gold coin per person. That's completely fine. I don't care about the funny details, but
She
Alright.
pulled out four gold from the pouch,
yeah,
being the
she absentmindedly takes it.
yeah.
She stares out through a window, seems to ponder to herself, sighs, and then she turns to all of you and says, Alright, I thought you were a little bit incompetent, but I've been proven wrong. Obviously, this is quite major. We are a little bit too proud to ask, but we do need help. I think you've heard about, the vineyard being, well,
Overrun.
less than operational. If you follow the road towards Kresk, and then take a south turn before the bridge, you will arrive at the vineyard. And there you will meet Erwin's asshole of a father, Davian.
What's his name again? What?
Davian Martikov.
Avian Martikov. Okay.
I am
And,
sure if you're able to help him and impress him, well then, whatever you're searching for might be yours.
Good news. Thank you very much.
Alright.
And it's probably gonna be a goodbye
Leaving.
for now.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's been short but sweet. Eventful. I would never want this to happen again. No offense. But you have paid your tab. You have fixed this whole mess. And you might help us further with the vineyard. Well, all I can say is I'm satisfied. All in all.
Can I have one more ale before we leave?
You can have one more ale before you leave. On the house.
So we'll look at that.
think you
Thing.
deserve
How
that.
many have you drink now?
I lost. I lost count. Just check the ale.
Oh God. Hopefully it's not a symbolism for something, because last time when that happens, yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
still fine, so I'm not drunk. Jeez.
that's
Can't
what
enjoy
ale-
drunk
that's-
Daphne,
that's-
so you know.
that's what all drunk people say.
Well, I enjoyed Drunk Daphne too, but it's gonna be a while until you're gonna meet her again.
Ah.
Sad.
Well,
One more round on the house, and once again, thank you. Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Right, will be good.
Please tell Erwin that we like his food.
Oh, yes. Yes, I will. He will be sad to see you go, but I'm the only one that's back currently. We're kind of fled the coop, so to speak.
Yeah, there might be a lot of people coming in now again.
Yeah, I did take notice of that, but I'm happy that there are guards around. This
Yeah.
Oh,
Wachter
only in-
person I am a little bit worried about, but she is not dumb.
True.
You can advertise something as like the Sage Leonard favorite tavern.
Oh, I can name a food after me.
Can I hire out your bed? Let's see if that works. Anyway, enjoy. I need to go
Bye-bye.
and fetch my family now that everything seems to be okay.
Yes.
Safe travels, and do give Davian my best. And she has a smile on her lips as if she is not meaning what she's saying at all.
Yeah.
Right. Got no time to lose. About midday now. See if we can find Desi. Then head towards the vineyard, I suppose.
Daphne chuck her ale. And say, alright. Let's get going.
It's like 2 hours until sunset. You're gonna head out?
Oh.
That. Oh yeah, it's true.
But
That's the
not
ale
being
talk.
not being a Valaki for it, I mean, might be positive. So if you want to camp outside, up to you.
I
2
mean,
hours until.
we still have a house.
Still have a
Yeah.
house.
True. Then I guess. How long it would take for us to travel to the tower, Richten?
About 2 days. A bit less
Ah.
than that.
Of course.
Alright. Let's stay in Valaki for the night then. Safer that way.
I mean, I feel like Essie would be about to come back tomorrow anyway then, right? If it would be 2 days there, she doesn't find him, she goes back. That would be 4 days. It's been 3 days. Tomorrow's gonna be 4 days. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't have to go that far to find her. She did say she would come back eventually to the encampment.
Do you have anything at the tower that you want to get? Consider the fact that you made it your base.
I brought most of my things here with me in my traveling cart. But there are some items. But I think Essie might have picked them up by now.
Alright.
Yeah, then let's get to bed for today. If
Are
you
you
wanna
gonna
play?
No, sorry, you go.
Wanna play bodyguard now for a bit?
Fine. Daphne, like, take out the great axe and just like put it on top of her shoulder.
Okay.
Bodyguard it is.
I guess I'll meet you at the house.
Yep.
I
Yeah, and then
can
Rictavia,
stand
the same to you. Just meet us tomorrow morning at the manor.
That can be arranged. I'm allowed to bring my carriage.
Perfect. If there's any horses, though, they're pretty likely to die. Just so you know.
What?
Just
We
think,
lost
happens around us.
around 4 or 5
For
horse.
Cool.
6 horses.
Yeah, we came
6
in with
horses.
each of us having a horse, and then I
Are
think like
you
6 or
terrible
more.
at taking care of them?
No.
I
Just-
would blame Leo's luck for it.
Yeah. Certain circumstances leading us to lose our horses.
Always easy to blame me.
I mean, the first thing you tried when we got here is pay with paper.
Yeah, I mean that
Instead of
usually
coin.
works. It's not like I knew about the whole mist thing, okay?
But anyway,
Anyways, I'll see you at the house. And Cyrus stands up, puts the cape on, and exits, trying to avoid any contact with anyone.
You succeed. People kind of don't care about you, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow.
No one cares. Yay.
Jesus Christ.
But they
okay.
don't really care about Daphne or Soul either, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll Bat out.
You wanna do a disguise, or you wanna embrace it once again?
I mean like it's not that far to the manor, they would kinda notice anyway.
Okay, fine.
I
Alright, go
mean,
ahead.
at some point I have to leave the tavern, that would be weird if I just disappear. That'd be cool though. That would be
It's
really cool.
fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Just start dragging Leo.
Alright. Yeah, it's a smaller crowd outside, but still people that, hang around. And but Daphne's presence and the guards kind of escorting you makes you go unmolested this time.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
you all arrive at the Burgomaster's mansion, one after the other.
Oh god. Well, back in this place again.
Got a few hours still. Maybe maybe I'll like show by Bethel and see how she's doing. I hope she didn't. I mean, I tried to save her, I suppose. Is there anything we maybe need still? I mean, we got a bunch of camping gear, right? Oh, did we
Yep.
did we even got back? I think we only put in the tents, right? We have to
Yeah,
have
we.
them fixed.
Mm-hmm. Do you need anything? Bats, roll?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Maybe we should get you a backpack or something. Let you start carrying.
No,
the...
no, wait. Like the whole thing just doesn't work, alright? Like it's just like the whole of balance, Like
A satchel?
you're just losing a valuable ally at that point,
Wait, a satchel or a belt? Would
I
that
have a
fit?
few
with
pouches
this?
on my belt already.
I'll just say
Yeah.
this: if you don't start carrying our tents and our gears, you'll be sleeping on the grass.
Hey, alright. I mean, you can't put Saint Leonard on the grass, okay? I mean, come on.
Wow.
We would.
Wow. Wait, is it a saint like blessed by nature? With
Yes.
the grass perfectly for you?
Well,
It's
I don't
three
think
of-
nature,
It's 3 of us against 1 of you. You are picking the wrong fight here, Leo. Come on. Even Styrax carried her own fucking gear.
It just looks so bad on me, alright? A backpack is just my whole form just does not work with a backpack, alright? I mean, like,
Listen, we're gonna travel through the middle of fucking nowhere. Who's gonna care about how you look? The wolf?
I mean, the people that walk with us,
Us? We don't care how you look. We already see how you are, and it's enough.
And when we
Jesse
get
might
to a,
care,
when we get to a settlement, you can. And I'm pretty sure having one backpack doesn't put people off of you or something.
It's just way too. It's not fitting my. The whole thing is just.
Yeah, that's it. He sleeps on the floor. No
Yep.
tent, no
Yeah.
bedroll, no anything.
Yep.
You know what? Let's be fair about it, right? Let's do a vote. Who
Why?
here?
Why? I don't understand. Why? I mean, like, it's not. We already carry. Like, it's a 10 for 2, right? Like, not a big of a deal if the second person is carrying the tent, right? I mean,
Yes.
that's why it's 10 for 2.
Listen, it's not just the tent. It's gonna be a bunch of other traveling gears.
I just need a bedroll and a tent. I mean,
Yeah.
I
that's
sleep in
it.
a bedroll, and it's much more comfortable than a tent. A little bit.
Okay. The least I'm going to be willing to give in is a satchel. Take it or leave it.
Right, I can do a satchel.
Yeah. Okay.
I still don't want you to wear a satchel. I'd rather you wear a backpack, but in this case, I think I'm outnumbered.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, just think about it. If we make him wear a backpack, we're gonna hear about it the entire way, and I would rather
Oh,
not.
at this point, I think I'm learning to ignore him.
Nah.
Rude. You don't just ignore people,
Oh, with you? Yes, I do with you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, demon.
Did you just call her a demon?
That's what you played.
I won't continue it.
Right, let's have a nap, I guess. What an eventful 3-4 days. We practically flipped the entire Valaki upside down.
Yep. I'm gonna sleep in the couch again.
I'm taking the guest room, the first room that me and Leo arrive in. I like that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got some time. Gotta make sure to make the big bed a little bit more comfortable now.
Okay.
Get rid of anything that's annoying in there.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to check the library before getting some rest.
When I quickly checked, it looked like most of the important stuff was taken. But go ahead, you have good eyes. Maybe find-
Staris,
Hmm?
do you want to check the teleportation circle? Maybe can study it a little bit.
Still worries me the fact that, well,
Yeah,
teleportation circles leads to Castle Ravenloft. It's intriguing, but I think it would be the best to leave it like that.
all right.
Never mind.
If anyone need me, I'm gonna be in my room. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
same here.
good night.
Same here. I'll rest up in my room. In a couch somewhere.
All right. Are you able to find some place to rest? No worries about it. The library, what is left of it is very few works of fiction. Most of it is like, these tomes you can find in like old homes that are numbered, and they all have these brown backs. And then they're about like academic stuff, or they're encyclopedias. Basically it's that. There's like one about birds, like a whole row. Another one about plants, another whole row. There's some...
Is there anything related to the story of Balaki?
Yeah, for sure. There are some history books, for sure. Most of them are older, though. like centuries older. There doesn't seem to have been that much literature that was written post curse.
I guess Starbucks will just start like flipping pages and trying to read words until she just passes out on the desk.
Actually, make me an investigation cunning.
Uh-oh. With cunning, eh?
18.
18, okay. You are able to find a very, very short, it's not really a diary, but a little bit of a self-biography written by Vargas's father. One second. And it's shorter. Apparently this person didn't enjoy writing that much, so it's very much a very short explanation about their life. They speak about from like an early age that their father, this is the one who wrote this was Vargon Valakovich is the author of this, and he mentions his father in turn. Oh god. A second.
Lore.
Lore.
Lore. Here, this is. Sorry, I need to scroll a little bit.
Meanwhile, Leo just taking care of the bed, making sure it's more comfortable. All the Lydia stuff is out.
Damn, quite a few of these. I wasn't prepared for this, so I apologize.
Oh, good.
And then we
Here, we have them. Yeah, no. Yes, right. They mention an Antonovic Bokter that they were his father was friends with. So this is Lady Wachtter's grandfather. And how they used to be friends, him and Vargon and Antonovic was used to be friends, but then Antonovic started bullying Vargon a lot and did some horrible things that he didn't really want to go into Vargon, and then he mysteriously disappeared and was like, Vargon mentions that people stopped talking about Antonovic Wachter altogether. You also see, like, later in his life that whatever horrible things that he went through as a child, he brought with him in his relationship with his son Vargas, there seems to be extreme displeasure from Vargon about how Vargas behaved, and there are quite a few mentions about physical punishment to make him stronger.
This family is fucked up.
And
That's pretty much the thought of Cyrax. Like, this is so fucked up.
And he also said that his wife, that he thought was strong and like a good mother, also didn't live up to his expectations, and so
Oh my god.
he punished also Vargas's mother quite a lot.
Jesus.
But there's also a lot of self-pity in the writing of Vargon. That self-pity that he was too weak to save Vallaki or like do anything or against the powers that be in Vallaki. And basically the source of his frustration is his weakness, and then he takes that out. His anger is taken out on his family.
Damn.
I see. He's one of those.
Yes.
Mm.
And the last entry in this self-biography kind of book, which kind of ends rather abruptly, is talking about that he doesn't like how much his son has been standing up against him recently. And then it just ends.
Yes. We all know how that ends.
You all live happily thereafter.
Yep. Fucked up family.
So that's what you read as a bedtime story before you go to bed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking of what happened the entire day. Starbucks just falls asleep in the desk. And the last thing she read was this.
And
Hell
you wake
yeah.
up with neck pain.
Yes. Yeah, kinda.
Did anyone else wanted to do anything tonight?
Nothing.
We're all sleeping, right?
Yeah, you
I
are.
mean, after Leo would have cleaned up the room a bit more,
Mm-hmm.
he would probably write a bit on the letter that he's writing about like that he kind of became a hero, but not the way he wanted to, and it doesn't feel as great as he thought it would. And yeah, with those thoughts in his mind, he'll like try to find some sleep.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I think that this is a really good time actually to end tonight's episode of Curse of the Torment. And when we will pick up, we will be actually on the road. And all of these, details of picking up your horses and all your equipment and meeting Richten again, and he having all of his stuff, all of that will be taken care of.
Yeah.
And we will just pick up on the road next time. Yeah.
On the road again.
On the road, leaving Vallaki. This was the end. Well, we might be back to Vallaki, but this is the end.
Finally.
of the Vallaki
Sounds like we
arc.
have been in a Valaki for like a year.
That's that fucked up town. We're gone.